Over half the American population suffers from some sort of chronic illness. 90% of healthcare costs are going to maintain chronic illnesses. 90%. You wonder why your premium goes up so high? It's because we can't seem to stop this epidemic of chronic illness. And the question is, why are we so sick when we're paying so much money? Why do Dems want to deny RFK Jr. the chance to make our healthcare better? Why do they want to deny Trump the chance to implement Maha, make Americans healthy again? Make America healthy again. Why are they getting in the way of this? Do they like being unhealthy? Oh, I know what it is. They like the money that they get from big pharma that goes to their campaigns so that they will continue to put things in place or not vote for people who want to reform the system. Talk about incestuous relationship. Well, politicians going into big pharma going into politicians, bureaucratic bullshit. That's all that's happening right now. And that's why things are so bad. Why are you giving us so much trouble with this, Dems? You have no answers. This is Robert Kennedy's forte. He wrote books on the subject. He wants to protect our children from getting sick or from having potential side effects from poorly tested medical procedures. I don't need to specify which ones they are, but let's just say an epidemic has hit the youth population, making them modify their bodies quite a bit. I don't think that RFK Jr. is on board with that, but unfortunately the Dems are all about it. Yes, alter your body, children under 18. That won't have any consequences whatsoever. And it's not like kids change their minds or anything. The goal to make Americans healthier shouldn't be divisive. This should be unifying. This is not a partisan issue. It's common sense. Things aren't working. People are dying. People are getting sicker. Obviously, with the prices going up in insurance, something is very, very wrong here. Why don't you at least give RFK Jr. a chance? Oh, I know. Because you're petty. Because Democrats are petty. Because RFK Jr. was one of them. And they just can't stand seeing him trying to work with Trump. It doesn't matter that his goal is a positive one. It's how dare he work with the enemy? How dare he listen to Trump? And how dare he allow himself to have a boss who likes burgers and Diet Cokes? The fact that Dems are smearing RFK Jr. and the fact that they're trying to be so much of an obstacle to Americans being healthy again should be a warning sign to all the people that are still, for some reason, voting Democrat. They don't have your health in mind. They're petty. They have revenge or a different way of punishing their own people or their former people. I'm really worried about what Tulsi's hearing is going to look like because she's a former Democrat too. I'm sure they're going to try to tear her apart every which way, saying she's a Russian agent. But we'll see. We'll see. Kash Patel is today. So I love Kash. For me, Kash is king. And I think he is more than qualified to run the FBI. And I think that what he said, which was close the FBI down day one, open it up the next day as a museum of the deep state. I think that that's a great idea. Let's show everybody what the FBI was up to. Let's show everybody what our government was up to in the last 4 years, because I'm pretty sure we're going to find things that we had no idea about that are going to be just as disgusting as the things that we do have an idea about. The last administration was anything but transparent. And to quote, I guess, Robert Kennedy, RFK Jr., radical transparency equals humility. And I think that that is what the government needs more than anything. And I think that Democrats really need to think about the fact that they're so glued to the side of government agencies that they can't even see straight. And what they're doing is quoting people like Bolton, people like Barr. They're like, standard Republicans say that they think that this would be bad. And it's like, these are not standard Republicans. They're old Republicans. They're rhinos. They're gross. They're uniparty. And they're not for the people. So the more that Democrats want to quote these people, the more they're in bed with those people. Those are their people. That's why they're standing up for them. They're uniparty. Most Dems are part of that uniparty. It's a very small percentage of Republicans even that are MAGA, unfortunately. So think about that when it comes to the midterms, okay? We actually need people to vote during the midterms. I know it's hard to pay attention, but if you don't, we will end up with a country that's being run by people like Biden and his administration. So pay attention. Oh, also, if Dems win, you know they're going to impeach Trump. They're going to do it again. They'll find any reason. Show me the man, I'll show you the crime. That's what they did with Trump. And if they do impeach him again, this is just ridiculous. And the Democrat Party might as well just fall into the abyss. They are not what this country needs. So maybe we need a new political party. I don't know. But Democrats, you've burned a lot of bridges, a lot of them. One of them was with me. I'm never voting Democrat again. Democrats, this hearing was not about public health. It was all about theater. And for Democrats, all the world is a stage. They're just performing for you. And I'm not going to leave Republicans out of that too. Many of them are also performers thinking the world is their stage, and that needs to change. We want transparency. We want authenticity. And we want RFK Jr. for HHS. That's what's good for Americans. We need to make people healthy again. We need to try different solutions. And RFK Jr. thinks outside of the box. He listens. And I think he's a genuine person who wants good things to happen for people. This has been his forte, again, to repeat that. So this is what he should be doing. I'm open to any sort of criticism that you guys have for RFK Jr., but it better be legit criticism, okay? So you have something legit to say about why he shouldn't be HHS, feel free to leave me a comment and maybe we will discuss that. But there's been so many lies. I could make a 20-minute video just debunking all the lies.